Hello and welcome back. I'm Shelf Unit and this is my continuing Let's Play of Underrail. So, a lot of stuff's been going on in my real life since I played last a week ago. We've finally got hot water fully back. It was sort of back, but now it's actually back. Excuse me. And we've still got internet issues, but hopefully in a couple of weeks that'll be solved. But still, until then, it's sort of limited uploads. Trying to keep to a fairly normal schedule, but in that time I have basically forgotten what we were doing. I know what we've done. We sort of basically found a huge cache of weapons and all things, and we were talking nicely to the Faceless. But I'm going to try and go this way now. See what's there. I don't think this is going to be another Eye of Chalk crap, but it might be. Have I already been here? I have not already been here. It seems a great remiss. Lake mushrooms, lake poppies. Oh, it's more Faceless stuff. Am I okay to come here? And the Faceless gestures you to stop. After a brief pause, he activates his voice and speaks to you. You may pass, enter the building behind me and speak with our commander. We're going to get some supplies? He repeats the phrase in the same tone as voice before deactivating it. Speak with our commander. Okay. So the building behind you is here, I'm going to guess. You find yourself face to face with an armoured Faceless of imposing stature. Not a single patch of flesh is left exposed. Cascading shoulder plates, thick breastpiece engraved with a strange symbol, joint pads and even a skirt-like garment made from thick cloth all serve to encase and protect the being inside. But the tri-horned helmet with a singular cyclopean lens staring at you is this Faceless' most prominent feature. Whether there is one, two or more eyes behind that lens is not something that's immediately clear, but the powerful weapon grafted into the right arm suggests that monoscopic vision would make its use fairly difficult. Eventually, a synthesized voice addresses you. Please stand still whilst we extract information from your mind. There is nothing for you to fear. I'm already familiar with the procedure. Let's get this over with. Good. Let them look into your thoughts. Please don't kill me. You begin to feel a strange sensation in the center of your brain. Quickly it starts shifting from side to side until it expands and vibrates in the areas around your temples, as well as within your forehead. Then a voice slowly grows in your head, gaining in volume and clarity with each passing moment. Relax, I will begin now. This will not hurt you. Once again you feel the cold metal arm grip your forehead and your thoughts begin to swell. You feel as if your mind has transformed itself into a colourful vortex with your consciousness forced into its centre. Individual thoughts are randomly lighting up and plummeting through your awareness before disappearing into the void. The speed soon increases, turning your thoughts into one continuous streak of light. You try to keep track of what's happening, what memories are being sucked into the void, but no matter how focused you try to be, they simply move too fast for your comprehension. You eventually give up and let them flow. The vortex then, without warning, collapses in on itself, and you feel your external senses slowly tingling back until you become fully aware of them, and the first thing you feel is the cold arm detaching from your forehead. You now feel fully conscious and part of a real world. The first thing that welcomes you back is the harsh sound of a distorted, Faceless voice. Good, you have cooperated with us on a few occasions, proving yourself both trustworthy and useful. Some of us have died by your hand, but you will suffer no consequences for those deaths. We understand the circumstances in which they occurred. Your previous allegiance with the Jordists will not be held against you, since it proved necessary in tracking down the object you know as the Cube. We find your knowledge regarding it useful. We deem you trustworthy, Sarah Evenstar. We are interested in prolonging our cooperation. Awesome! We can offer you supplies, free passage through Faceless Hell territory, and safety within any of our bases of operations. This is excellent news. We know that you are looking for Laura Baker and her husband, Terry. She was severely wounded before she was found by one of our tunnelers' units, otherwise she would have perished. She is in the medical office, and you may speak with her if you wish. Finally. I have granted you the right to 3 ammo and 1 medical package. The building with the double doors is the barracks. There you may speak to a quadrupedal regarding ammo supplies. Next to it is the medical office, to which you should go for the medical package. If you have any further questions, you may speak only to me. I do have questions, as a matter of fact. I have met this strange being who calls himself Ramambra. What can you tell me about him? He is not one of us, but we treat him as an equal. He is our ally, and we cooperated on more than one occasion. Where did he come from? We do not know. He is from afar. The technology at his disposal is far more advanced than ours, and trivializes it completely. However, more impressive is his knowledge and understanding of this world, and we consider ourselves fortunate to have had even a fragment of it shared with us. You should too. Are there any other people in Deep Cavens I should talk to? Yes, in the cabin straight to the west of here lives an old man who appears to have been living in Deep Cavens for a long period of time. We read his mind when one of our patrols encounters him, and it was a chaotic one. Meaning? He is insane. We could not extract much useful information from him due to this very reason, but as he is not a threat to us or our goals, we took no action against him. He was seen near the warehouse block a few more times, but would retreat as soon as he noticed our presence. I see. I had other questions. What can you tell me about Chort? We have little concrete data on Chort, for we never came in contact with it or any of its biomass, but the knowledge we possess eliminates all but one conclusion. Chort was created by the merging of several Biocorp scientists into a single powerful being, a process which could not have been realized without the aid of powerful mutagens in which the creation occurred. So something like a huge malformed monster? We know nothing of its appearance. We do suspect a being of such potent and far-reaching mental capabilities is likely to be enormous in size in order to properly contain a sufficiently large brain. But as these mutations are highly unpredictable, it is even possible that the brain must rest outside of Chort's body. Discussing its actual form any further would only end in useless speculations. How come you suspect it was made of mutated Biocorp scientists? Because those are the very same scientists that were responsible for us. Responsible? They made us. Tell me about you, the Faceless. I will. The research complex, that is where the very first of us were made. We were mutants, we were experiments. We existed not because we needed to, but because we could. And we were many and different. We merely existed until we were shown that we could be something else. Something more than test subjects of the men and women who created us. Tell me what happened. We were not created equal. One of us possessed an outstanding intellect, and that gave him access beyond the confined limits of our world, which placed him in a position to play a crucial part in our escape, for Biocorp was at its end, and he knew it planned for it. When the moment finally came, he seized it. He led us away, and still leads us to this very day. As for those who used us, some were killed, some escaped, but the ones who exploited us the most were thrown into the mutagen tanks. Was it justice, or revenge, or both? That I cannot tell you, but the fact of the matter is that our birthplace became their grave. Or so we thought. Together as one they now constitute Chort. Whether their minds remain separate or not after the merging is irrelevant. For every mind is in itself a set of multiple cognitive systems, functioning at varying levels of consciousness. Therefore their minds, whatever the case regarding their identity may be, now serve as faculties to a higher mind, whose presence we can all perceive whenever we are inside the field of influence. It is inarguably Chort's greatest asset. Every mind is more than the sum of its parts, yet Chort's is so much greater than its constituents that it raises many questions to which we still do not have the answers. Interesting. Have you personally witnessed all of these events? No, I did not exist back then, but I know it. What happened once you escaped? We became what you see now, but further than that I may not go. That is all I may tell you regarding us and our past. What's the deal with the cube? What is it and why is it so important? Why is the cube important to you? I came all the way here because of that bloody thing, so I might as well know something about it. It is a power source. You're trying to tell me that everything from Core City invasion to wiping out the Institute of Chor was because of some fancy-looking battery? You are making understatements. You do not understand its importance to us, and I don't expect you to. You still don't have the capacity to understand how it functions, nor how it is used. Even if you did, that information may not be shared with you. I will only say that the cube was taken from us, and that we must retrieve it. If the cube is exploited, the consequences could prove disastrous. Disastrous? Only for the Faceless, or all of us? It depends. You're not telling me much. I am telling you what you need to know. The cube must be returned to us. We know where the cube is located, but we do not currently possess the means to retrieve it. You can't get past that field, right? Correct. Its degenerative effect is something we haven't been able to circumvent or counteract. It seems to be especially more potent against our kind than it is against life forms with different types of neural activity. What does that exactly mean? It means that Short's influence is not exerted to the same degree across all affected life forms. The more complex the neural activity of the unit is, the greater the interference, resulting in a more destructive effect to the affected organism. I presume the cube is with Short? Correct. The cube was brought to it by the Shortists. Before we weren't certain how the cube reached the Institute of Short. Your mind clarified that to us. How was the cube taken from you? Stolen by an agent of an organization we aren't familiar with, and all due to our fault. We failed to see through his deception. Was Cornell this agent? No, and you yourself know that he is not the one. Who was it then? Laura Baker met him in Core City. Other than that, we have no information on him. But these details are of secondary importance. Device's retrieval is of primary. You're not telling me much. I'm telling you what you need to know. The cube must be returned to us. We know where the cube is located, but we currently do not possess the means to retrieve it. Okay, I see other things to ask. How can I get out of Deep Cavens? The only exit without the use of tunnelers could be an elevator south of here. It is the only one functional, but it is unpowered. How do I power that thing? There are two possible locations, the power station north of here and the shortest base to the west. The power station has been operational for many years since the dissolution of Biocorp, while the shortest base uses its own power. What can you tell me about this power station? It is protected by automated security only. Nothing organic is allowed inside, as the sentry bots exist in overwhelming numbers, even too much for us to successfully combat. Can we return Laura to Southgate Station somehow? No, it is impossible at the moment. Why not? Our resources are necessary elsewhere. The device is our priority right now. Everything else is of less importance. And after you get the device? Then it will be possible to arrange her transportation. What's the deal with the cube? Why is it so important? Why is the cube... Oh, just turned half of South Underrail upside down. Many lives lost because of it. Boom, continue. Okay. There's a large gate deep inside the complex that I can't get past. Do you know anything that could help me open it? No, we have some information on it, but nothing that we will be able to use. What I may tell you is that the gate is being viciously protected by Chort's endless hordes, and that beyond it lies Chort itself as well as what you know as the Cube. I rescued one of you in Core City. Where is he now? Is he alive? No, he perished during the invasion of the Institute. Oh. I hope to meet him again. I'm afraid that is now impossible. Do not concern yourself with his death. It could prove to be a dangerous distraction. No more questions. Goodbye. Okay. So... north, south, east, west. So the guy is west of here. So it is in this area, apparently. Or is he not? Huh. Okay. Augmented Rat Hound. 3 Augmented Rat Hounds, Napalm Battle. Battle Barrel. Section of wall. Outer wall appears to be severely damaged if something large smashed into it a long time ago. You know, it's a block which seems like it could be pushed out of the way, making a hole big enough for you to crawl through. It wasn't as easy as you thought it would be, but with some effort you managed to push the large block out of the way. Okay. So this looks like it's the part to go in if you're coming here invading, this is Dr. Laura Baker. Woman on the bed lies on the bed with her eyes firmly closed. Her face is dotted with reddish scars and blisters, as if splattered with a boiling or corrosive liquid which distorted her face into a grotesque visage. Her eyes begin to open. The left eyelid lifts quickly, allowing brown iris to focus on you. The other one lags, twitching as it slowly rises to reveal a swirled mass that used to be an eye. The light on the small device grafted onto her neck flashes green as metallic voice speaks to you while carefully being moulded by her lips. What is happening? Laura, can you hear me? Yes, who are you? I come from Southgate Station. I arrived there after you had left, so we hadn't had the chance to meet. I'm Sarah Evenstar. She's silent as her eye inspects you, sluggishly moving up and down again. The quick tremble of her lips could have been an attempt at a smile, but the notion never proceeds further than that. Terry, my husband. I don't know anything about him, I'm afraid. The healthy eye sheds a tear, but her expression remains unchanged. He is dead, I know it, I've seen it, but I have to ask still. Tell me what happened to you. Okay, I'll start at the beginning. Here we go. Some time before the earthquake, Terry and I were sent to Core City. We performed trading for the SGS, and we were tasked with obtaining several things from the local merchants, as well as to meet one man in the residential area so he could give us a package. Interesting. Who was this man? He had some electrical equipment. Tanner never went into much details, only that the package was fragile. His devices were sensitive, I believe he said. So we were to take good care of the package. The man's name was James Steiner. James Steiner, that's all I know about him. I mentioned Tanner telling you about the package. He ordered it? What, Tanner? I thought Vera sent you to Core City. Usually it is Vera, but she wasn't around at the time, so Tanner. Tanner gave us the list of things we needed. I see, so you went to this man, this James Steiner guy, and then what? We met him near his home, close to the fence overlooking a part of Drop Zone. I remember seeing fire and smoke rising from one of the shacks down there, but that's not important. The man had to leave for work or something, I can't remember, so he gave us the package and left us quickly. What did he look like? She paused briefly. Light skin, black haired, average height, brown eyes. I really can't tell you much more. There's nothing striking about him. He behaved nothing out of the ordinary. Right, you got the package and then? We went through our list and acquired everything we needed, except for a pair of power supply units Harold needed. Tri-energy, something, can't remember now, but it's irrelevant. We contacted Tanner and told him we'd got almost everything, except for those power units. He told us it wasn't as urgent as we thought to return to SGS, so we went down to the station, and that's when the earthquake hit. Underrail Express stopped all the trains until they surveyed the situation, and we couldn't get the signal to call Tanner again, ask him what to do next. So we waited, tried to find those power units, but we were out of luck. We went to Hardcore City Bar and waited, until we heard the trains were going again. I spoke to the train operator whom he asked if he was going to rail crossing. He told me what happened next. You did? Yes, the tattooed one. No train could go to SGS because of the cave-in, so Terry suggested we go to rail crossing. We'd be closer to SGS when the tracks eventually get cleared. And we could see if Buzzer, he has a big shop there, if he had the power supplies for Harold. You never made it to Buzzer. No. She releases a metallic sigh before continuing. We were attacked at the rail crossing station by Cornell and the Acid Hunters. Acid Hunters? I don't understand. I tracked the animals down. The man, Cornell, confessed everything. You found them? I killed him, Laura. I killed all of them. Every single one. Your words landed just as they should, you feel. Their stare reveals the rage, the fury, the wish for the worst possible fate to stomp on the Acid Hunters and turn them into a smudge on the ground. Revenge. That's the name of her hunger, and you've just sated it. The tension that was building up just before you fed her the information is now vanished. Good, good. They deserve it. I hope it was painful. Painful. She relaxes and then continues. You haven't heard all of it yet, Sarah Evenstar. I will continue. We had noticed them a couple of times in Core City. They must have followed us to rob us. She pauses yet again. They threatened us with chemical weapons. They didn't even give us a chance to do anything. One of them, he hit Terry in the face and knocked him to the floor. I got a kick in the stomach. I had no air in my lungs, and as I was struggling, one of them dragged me by the hair until I managed to get on my feet. It all happened within a second. He forced us into a cave. They had a camp there. Tied us, took all our things, took the package, opened the package, and found the cube. She smiles. You know nearly everything already. Allow me to complete the picture with the last few details. It was an object no one else had ever seen. It was fascinating and frightening at the same time. We allowed this remarkable thing to steal our attentions. Strange shape, the markings. It was out of this world. Then he closed the metal box. His face is now clear to me, but I don't want to describe it, nor what happened next. The only thing you should know is that I woke up as they were dragging me away from Terry into their machine. Then I woke up here. They left him because he was dead. Terry. They had no use for him and me. They hadn't found me by accident. They wanted this cube, and I was the one who had it. Maybe the earthquake was their dead deed too. I don't know. I could never speak to them. They just took care of me. She pointed to the machines next to her. There are numerous pipes and tubes that go into her arms and abdomen, and indeed it appears that what she's telling you is true. I would be dead without this. We'll get you out of here, I promise. But first, tell me this. Do you know why Tanner lied to you about the contents of this package? I don't know why he lied to us. If I knew, I would have been here, I guess. I wouldn't have been here, I guess. There was always a sense of mystique about him, but he was far from being the only one who made you wonder if he was really the person he says he is. I can't speak anymore. I'm tired, so tired. I have to leave you now, but I will return quickly. I want to go home. You will. Just be patient some more. Okay. You see the faceless doctor before he sees you, since he appears to be focused on a strange device attached to his wrist. It consists of 3 large injectors facing the arm's direction, each of those having a separate tube going up the arm and into different coloured vials attached to his armband. The other arm has no such device, but instead you notice small cylinders protruding from his pale blue-veined skin. You should look up to observe the tubes, which seem to connect to his beak-like mask, to the tank on his back. The faceless motions you to speak and speaks to you after activating his voice. I was notified you would come. If you are here to speak with the woman, know that she is awake, but very weak. What can you tell me of the woman's condition? Severe. She is stable, but the damage done to her body was extensive. Highly corrosive substance was used against her, liquefying large patches of skin on her face as well as upper body. The substance was also able to burn into her abdominal cavity, partially dissolving her intestines and spleen, while causing significant damage to her other internal organs. Her respiratory system suffered some degree of damage due to some of the substances entering through her oral cavity. Through the larynx and the bronchial tube, she is unable to speak without the aid of a communicator, as her vocal folds have been completely destroyed. Also, she has been blinded in one eye. We are able to maintain her vital functions, but if she were disconnected from life support, she would shortly die. Will she ever be able to recover? Yes, the process will take time, but it is possible. Some non-vital functions are irreparable. Are you going to turn her into one of your own? I mean, with all the augmentations and such? No, we would not. We do not do that. Once the woman is able to maintain vitality without artificial aid, we will release her. I'd like to ask you some questions. I may only speak to you about the patient and exchange supplies. That is all we discuss. Your commander told me I'm allowed to receive some medical supplies. Faceless walks over to the shelves and picks up several items. As he returns, he hands you 2 super health hypos, 3 bottles of antidote, 3 bandages, and 2 morphine shots. After handing you these items, he proceeds to stare at you. See you later. Goodbye. Okay. So, we have some things. What do we have? Super health. Okay, super health hypos are the good things. Okay, let's pop in here. Oh my word. Okay, now I'm not going to get ammo from them yet. I'm going to go back out here, because this guy should be somewhere here, apparently. Possibly. We haven't really been around. He's hiding. Have I been in here? Apparently not. Some bits and pieces. Surprisingly nothing. Some more bits and pieces. I'll take the electronic scraps. I'll take the fabric scraps. God, there's so many things. Health hypos. 9mm rounds. God, so many things. Gonna dump some stuff off in here, I think. Gonna keep that because it's absolutely vital. God, what can I dump off? What can I dump off? Honestly, not much. I can dump those off, and that'll do. Going to go north now, I think, because even though I can go west to try and find this guy, I do not want to go under the Eye of Chort. And here I am not under the Eye of Chort. Burrower, hey? I hit it. Let's pop on the shield. Burrow Warrior. Holy fuck nuts. Let's activate sprint just to get the hell out of here. Could be worth a grenade. But probably not. Perfectly honest. That was actually rather impressive shooting. Let's get the hell out of here. That's absolutely fair enough. Okay. So let's activate that. Okay. Can we reload here? We can. Okie dokie. Let's turn you off. And it looks like the egg is damaged as well. Nothing there. Anything else? Just those remains. Fair enough. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Another burrower. Can I shoot it once more? I cannot. Let's just pop on the shield. Okay, that's 74%. Okay, lovely job. Shield off. Hacking. Oh boy, this is actually good shit. Don't need the vigorous belt. That was fucking beautiful. Nothing else, nothing else. Okay, let's move to here. There you are. Well, hello, sir. Let's pop you on. Of course. Shield on, see what we do. Nothing much is what you do. I'll take that. Oh. Okay, can't be that. Fair enough. Oh, you're getting in through there. That's not what I was having in mind. That's not what I had in mind. I was not counting on this. Not at all. This is très unfortunate, as they say in France. Luckily, oh Christ. Going to have to reload you. This could be painful. It's a little bit painful. Really? Come on. Okay. Out of bullets. That is unfortunate. Which means I sadly cannot. Oh. It's not disastrous. Ah, those shitty things. Yeah, they can't actually hit me at all. Let's reload. And shuffle along. Okay, so at least I can just hit you now with this. Turn the shield off at least. Okay, so no, let's repair or reload you. You're okay. What is our weapon looking like? That could almost use some repair. That really can't. Not so bad. Yeah. Okay. So what have we got? We've got a power box. Power switch, which doesn't seem to do anything. Shelves, some more shelves. There's supposed to be a skeleton somewhere, which I couldn't see. Oh, maybe it was just. There we go. Another universal tool set. Did I just miss that again? Yeah, that's. Reload you. Didn't really look. Did I look in those shelves? I think I did. No? Yes, I did. Yeah, I know. I haven't repaired. I haven't healed. I haven't repaired. Let's. Okay. Shit. Yeah, a warrior. Of course. There, then going to sprint. Oh, good. Can I hit you with you? Yes. Oh, that's excellent. And I can do you again. Yes, with that. But I can reload now. And I'll just reload with you. Excellent news. Okay. Right, let's repair our shield, which I can turn off, and do that again. And I'll bandage us up. Excellent news. Yeah, nothing overly problematic there. Do I see any more? There it is. Really? 2 91s in a row? Right, can I, or do I need to repair? You're 400 away. You're 400. So you'll need to be repaired soon, but not too soon. Let's spawn. Okay, well. Oh, and of course, one of those. So, really? That's really, yeah. Okay, so let's, of course. Let's head this way. That's those things done. That's that one done. Lovely job. Just you. Okay. And we're done. Turn you off, and we shall continue on our merry way. Just into here. An empty desk, another empty desk, and some empty shelves. Well, wasn't that good fun, hey? Let's look at these shelves. I haven't dealt with burrowers for a long time. Ooh, bullets. Yeah. Why are they giving me crafting stuff at this point? I do not know. Okay, well, I'm going to call this an episode. So we're at the Arc Power Station. Still seems to be working in some capacity. I might end up going this way. So I shall just leave us here. So I'll say thank you ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please subscribe. If not, don't worry about it. Thank you again, and I will see you next time when we head up here. Somewhere, wherever that might be. Thank you again. Goodbye.